Hey, what's up guys, it's Combo here, and today I got something special in the mail. It's my Scuf gaming controller for the Xbox 360. So today I'm going to review it and break down the benefits of owning one of these things for your console, either the Xbox 360 or the PS3. These things have a lot of special features that the normal Xbox or the normal PS3 controllers don't have. So I hope you learn a bit, and if you're interested in purchasing or browsing through some of these controllers for your console, check out the Scuf gaming website in the description. You guys can look through it there, check out all the designs. There's over 20 for each, the Xbox and the PS3, so hope you guys do enjoy this review. Alright guys, before I really get into things, I'm just going to show you what came with the controller, the package, and everything like that before we get into it, and then I'll explain the special features the controller has. So the first thing, this is obviously the box it came in. This is the controller here. You can see it's called the Yin Yang because of the white and black. I like the color contrast, so this is the one I picked, and you can see the back paddles on the back. I'll get into that in just a second. What else comes with your package is this little pin. I think it's called an Allen wrench or something like that. And then these are used to actually adjust the hair trigger stops on the back to make them go higher or lower. I'll get into that in just a second. Like I said, you get two AA Duracell batteries for your controller. You get instructions, and you get the Scuf gaming card, which is the Xbox and PS3 on the other side. And then this is just the normal Xbox 360 controller that I owned. Alright guys, so now that you know what comes in the package, I'm going to get into the first part here, and that is the design of the controller. There are currently over about 20 designs for the Xbox 360 controllers and 20 designs for the PS3 as well. But the one I chose here is Yin Yang, and you can also choose Yang Yin, which is just black and white, where it's pretty much the opposite of this controller, but I like the white controller, something different, you know, and there's not really any other colors but white and black, so I like that about it. I'm gonna pop a few other designs up on screen so you guys can check them out and all that kind of stuff, but if you want to see all the designs, you guys should check out the website. Like I said, it's in the description and all that kind of stuff. So after I flipped it over, it's pretty much the same thing on the back. It's pretty much all white and black. Like I said, these two paddles here, I'll get to explaining what they do in just a second, but they're actually extra buttons, and they're white while the rest of the back of the controller is black, so it's pretty cool looking. And alright, let's get into the cool features about this controller. Alright, the first option you have when customizing your controller is to make it wireless or wired. So if you have it wired, this battery pack obviously won't be here, so that's better if you have a close Xbox to your, I guess, where you sit and where you play. But for me personally, it's more convenient to have a wireless, so that's what I got instead of the wired, and that's pretty much self-explanatory. So the next option here you have is when you flip it over here, you can see the two sticks. They're actually like the PS3 sticks. If you zoom in a little bit here, they're actually domed out like the PS3 sticks. They're called domed aim sticks, and like I said, if you look at the normal Xbox controller, you can see that they're domed in, and pretty much the difference between a domed in and a kind of domed out like this one is that these make it easier to aim. You can move these a little bit more precisely and a little bit more accurately than with these. So these help me at least get more accurate, long distance shots and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty helpful in Call of Duty. So alright, the next option here is on the back, the two back paddles like I talked about earlier. Pretty much what they do is you can configure one of these buttons. There's buttons underneath both of them. You can hear them click when I press them in, and pretty much why they're here is because when you're playing, obviously your backhand or your finger is going to be here, and these buttons are pretty useful for doing whatever you want. Personally, I configured them. The right one here, this one, the right one when you flip it over here, that's the panic knife button. It makes it easier than to press the analog stick in. So I get faster reactions, and I get a better kill, or a faster reaction, all that kind of stuff. And the left one here is actually for me to jump. I chose the jump one for this because I like to jump around corners and all that kind of stuff, make it tougher for my enemy to kill me, so I chose this to be the jump button. But you can personally, when you're customizing yours, configure it to do anything. You can make the back left button to sprint, you can make the back right button to jump, you can do whatever you want, so that's pretty cool about that. And like I said, you can make anything you want. Personally, I did the panic knife and the jump. Some people actually make the back button to go crouch or to go prone so they can drop shot quicker. It's all just a matter of opinion. I chose mine to jump and to panic knife, like I said. So that's pretty much it on the left and back right paddle configurations. Now the next ones are actually a really cool addition. I'll pop some gameplay up here so you guys can see exactly what they do. But here in the back is called trigger stops, and you can see right there these little pieces of metal. When you push them in, it kind of stops the trigger from being pushed in all the way. And what that does is actually, if you see the Xbox, the normal one here, when you're shooting a semi-automatic gun, like for example the FN, FAL, like I said, I'm going to be popping up some gameplay here, so that's what you guys are going to be seeing, but you can see you push the button all the way in, and pretty much like I said, with these trigger stops, you can actually make the gun shoot faster because you're not pushing in the whole button, you're pretty much cutting the button in half, and you're actually just tapping faster and all that kind of stuff. So you can see in the gameplay that I go through my whole FN, FAL clip actually a lot faster than the other controller there. And you can have it on the left one too, right here. This is obviously to aim in or to aim down your sight. So I made this one a little looser. You can see here, let's zoom in a little bit, you can actually adjust them, these little screws there. And what they do is the more you screw them in, the more the button actually goes down. So this one is actually a little bit up higher than my right one, because the right one I want it to be as low as possible without being pushed in. It's kind of tough to explain, but you use this little piece here, this Allen wrench that I mentioned earlier, and you kind of can adjust them to reach that sweet spot where you can perfectly get the balance of the shot that you want, so you can tap as fast as you want. And then over here is just to aim down the sight, like I said, so I didn't really adjust that one that much. The next feature you can customize is called the Scuf grip, and pretty much what the grip does is it's all back here, where your pretty much palm goes, where your hand is when you're playing. And what it does is just, it makes it a little bit more sticky, but you can definitely tell the difference between this normal Xbox controller grip and the Scuf grip. It actually makes it a lot easier to hold and to keep hold of, and you know, when your hand is sweating, it's tougher to play this one, but it's definitely a lot easier to play this one with the Scuf grip, so that's why I got the Scuf grip there. The next thing you can customize about your Scuf controller is the rumble packs, so pretty much the vibrations in the controller. They're in that one, but I chose to remove them from this one because I don't use them anyway, so that's one thing you can choose to do. You can actually remove the rumble packs from this controller, and it makes it a lot lighter than this one, so that's why I like it a lot better to have the rumble packs out of the controller. And that's pretty much it for customizing the Scuf controller itself. There are two more things you can actually add on to your order, and those are the Scuf protection case, which is just a protection case, like I said, for this controller here that you put it in, and it just, I guess, protects the design and the buttons and all that kind of stuff. So that's pretty cool. I personally didn't get one right here, but you can pick one up on their site when you're making your order if you do. And the last thing here you can get is the Scuf V-neck t-shirt, which is actually 25% off right now. You can pretty much choose from black and white, anywhere from a small to an extra large, so if that suits your style, then go ahead and check it out. Definitely, like I said, the link is in the description to the gaming website. You guys can go from there, check out all these cool controllers, and I know the majority of you guys are Wii gamers, but there's still some out there who play the Xbox and stuff. I know I have a lot of Xbox and PS3 guys. So these controllers are definitely good. They'll give you an advantage in game, especially games like Call of Duty, Battlefield, and all that kind of stuff, Halo. If you're interested in dominating your opponent, these are definitely something to check out. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review of my new Scuf gaming controller, and like I said, if you guys are interested in checking them out, the link is in the description. And I hope you guys did enjoy the video. I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another one. See you guys.